Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys my 40 card Monster Super Heavy Samurai deck profile. The deck is completely composed of monster cards, basically because with the new Super Heavy Samurai support, they rely on not having any spell or traps in the graveyard to get their effects off. So I thought I'd bring you guys the deck profile. You utilize most of the Super Heavy Samurai monsters along with a lot of monster hand traps. So let's go ahead and give you guys the deck profile. I run 3 Super Heavy Samurai Big Benki. He is your main monster of the deck. Basically, when this card is summoned, special summon, you can switch its battle position. So putting it in defense mode, and then all Super Heavy Samurai monsters you control can attack in defense mode and applying their defense for damage calc, which is really good. And Big Benki has 1,000 attack points, meaning he can't be bottomless, making it really hard to get over this guy. I also run 3 Super Heavy Samurai Trumpeteer. This is the one that you use to synchro summon with, most of the time, Big Benki to make Susanoo, the synchro monster. It's a tuner. If you have no Super Heavy Samurai monsters in your graveyard, you can tribute this card. Actually, no, you can special summon this card from your hand, and after this card was special summoned this way, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Super Heavy Samurai monsters. And if this card is tributed for a tribute summon of a Super Heavy Samurai monster sent to the graveyard, if you have no spell or traps in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. So really easy to get out. Easy special summon if you have Big Benki on the field, not taking up your normal summon. And it's the level 2 tuner, so you tune it with Big Benki, and you'll get out Susanoo, which has an awesome effect, which lets you use your opponent's spell and trap cards in their graveyard to your advantage. I also run 3 Super Heavy Samurai Flutist. This card, you contribute it to special summon 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from your hand, and during either player's turn, when a card effect is activated that targets a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, you can banish this card from your graveyard to negate the activation and destroy that card. You can only use the effect of Flutist once per turn. So most of the time, it will take up some hand consistency, but you can tribute Flutist to get out your Big Benki. And then in the graveyard, Flutist can protect Big Benki with its banish effect. So basically, 3 Flutists, 3 Big Benki, and 3 Trumpeteer. I also run 3 Super Heavy Samurai Scales. This is the one where you can special summon it from your hand if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters than you do. And when it is normal specials, you could target 1 level 4 or lower Super Heavy Samurai in your graveyard, accept Scales, and special summon it. A lot of these guys have a lot of long effects. Just want to make sure I get them right, which is why I was reading them carefully. So Scales is really good, basically for whether it succeed summons or synchro summons, depending on what you get with his effect. Easy to special summon because this deck is all about being defensive, and your opponent's going to swarm the field trying to get over these guys. I also run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Blue Brawler. When this card is normal or special summon, you can change its battle position. It can't be destroyed by battle. Just a pretty heavy wall to get over normally. 2 Swordsman of the Super Heavy Samurai. When this card is normal or special, you can change its battle position. If a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control battles an opponent's monster after damage calculation, you can make that monster's defense become 0. Attack and defense become 0, making it a good target for Benki to hit since Benki will be attacking for 3,500 using its defense points. I also run 2 Super Heavy Samurai Kabuto. This card, if your opponent special summons a monster, you can change as many attack position Super Heavy Samurai monsters you control to defense position, and if you do, the ones changed by this effect gain 500 defense until the end of the turn. So it really stacks up the numbers for you, and he's got some pretty decent defense stats himself, along with a lot of the other Super Heavy Samurai monsters I just showed you. I also run 2 Soulbane Cannon. This is one of the equipped Super Heavy Samurai. You can equip it to one of your Super Heavy Samurai from the field or your hand. This is the one that allows you to inflict burn damage to you and your opponent, really lowering down numbers. All in all, good. I only like running 2, though. Keep it consistent. I also run 3 of the new Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer. This one's really good in my opinion. You can target 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. You equip this monster from your hand to your side of the field to that target. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. And if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Super Heavy Samurai monster from your deck to your hand except for Soul Piercer. So not only is it a searcher, it also allows piercing damage, which with Big Benki can be a big problem for your opponent. So really good. I also run 2 Soul Beads. Soul Beads' effect is you can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control, equip this card from your side of the field or your hand to that target, and the text is so small. The first time this monster equipped by this card will be destroyed by battle is not destroyed. When a defense position monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, special summon that monster in attack position. I just basically sometimes mix up the effects, what they are. But Soul Bead really helps to protect your monsters from your opponent's card. There's not too many things that can get over Big Banky attack points alone, but Soul Beads, just that extra protection for any of the smaller ones you might want to protect. That is it for the super heavy samurai monsters. There's no spell and traps in this deck, so we're not going to be getting to spell and traps all in this video. But I also run 3 Giant Rat. Giant Rat can search for Big Benki instantly, which is really nice with Behold, Destroy by Battle, and then special summon Big Benki and attack. He'll automatically switch to defense, which is really good. 2 Train Signal Red. I like this card pretty much because it puts that wall where it can't be destroyed by battle during that one battle phase, just for some good stall. 3 Battle Fader. Once again, just want to run some hand traps that can really help balance the deck out. You don't have any back row to stop your opponent, so Battle Fader really helps with that situation. 2 Effect Veiler, same, just monster effect negation. 2 Maxi, just to keep up hand consistency. 1 Gores for those late game plays if you or your field get blown up. And 2 Rainbow Karibo. So that is it for the main deck, 40 card, monster all deck. It's a lot of fun just to see all the different moves you can get off with having an all monster deck. And basically for the extra deck, I'm still working on a full extra deck, but Susanoo is your main synchro. The fact that he can use your opponent's spell and trap cards is really trolly. You can get a lot of good stuff with this guy's effect, reusing stuff that they used on you. They really get annoyed by it. Plus, with 3,800 defense, having that same ability as Big Benki makes it a really powerful asset to you. I also run Naturia Beast and Naturia Barkion just because Trumpeteer is an Earth Tuner, so he can utilize these guys as well. And basically what I would recommend otherwise are just, generic Exceeds, generic Synchros, stuff you can overlay with in this deck and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.